Hey, what's up guys, it's Renaldo here. So this video is going to focus on the shit show that was the meeting between Cyril Ramaphosa and Donald Trump. And of course, needless to say, today mainstream media in South Africa got the mandate to go and defend the GNU, go and defend Cyril Ramaphosa. You can see with all of the articles that's out there on how they are trying to save face for Cyril Ramaphosa and his seat warmers that was there during that meeting. There was one critical part during that meeting last night that I want to amplify, and that is, of course, when Cyril Ramaphosa was saying, I brought these individuals that are white to talk about their lived experience in South Africa, even though all three of them, majority of the time, spend their time outside of South Africa and live overseas rather than in South Africa. Now, the fact that Cyril Ramaphosa thought that bringing three token white people to a meeting and trying to convince Donald Trump and his administration that there is no problems in South Africa on how white people are being treated and how minorities are being treated, then Donald Trump just quickly came out and said, oh, is it? Okay, well, we want to show you a video. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to show you the video that was played in the White House, as well as zooming in on Cyril Ramaphosa's face, so that we can see whether or not our president really looked at that video and took it seriously and listened to what Donald Trump and them had to say. Let's have a look. So I'm going to play the video, the smaller video that was played on that side, and then you'll be able to see Cyril Ramaphosa's response to all of this. So let's go.
I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these three gentlemen would not be here, including my Minister of Agriculture. He would not be with me.
Oh, well, he is with you because, hey, that position is so lovely. Being a minister with all of those perks are delicious.
So it'll take him, President Trump, listening to their stories, to their perspective. That is the answer to your question.
Okay, well, he's going to show you something now that he wants you to focus on and listen. So let's see.
But, Mr. President, I must say that we have, we have thousands of stories talking about it. Sure. And we have documentaries, we have news stories, and that. Is Natalie here, somebody here to turn that? I could show you a couple of things, and it has to be responded to.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see the...
So this is the moment in that meeting where it became the Zelensky meeting. This was all cordial, and Cyril thought, okay, he had the president and his entourage fooled, and then this happened.
Articles, please, if you would, and turn the lights down.
This was just the fact that he said turn the lights down. The only thing that he was missing saying was, hey, get the popcorn ready.
Turn the lights down and just put this on. It's right behind.
Look, Cyril's laughing. He's like, okay, we're going to get it right about now. He knows something's coming.
There's nothing you can do.
So yeah, I put the video over here. As you can see, this is what the White House shared after the fact that was aired in the White House. So this is 100% the video. I even ran the audio over it so you can clearly see that this is the video that was displayed.
Nothing this parliament can do, with or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president.
You see how Trump is telling him, look, because Cyril's trying to have a conversation and Trump is saying, you had your say, now watch the TV and tell me the words coming out of your government's mouth, whether that's true or not.
From no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. Yes. South Africa, occupy land. That's who we are. Whatever I want to do, can withdraw my membership from this useless parliament. Honorable. Yes, honorable member. We must never be scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing, because the killing is part of a revolutionary act. Shoot, kill, no more.
What's funny? Why are you laughing? This is a member of parliament that is singing Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer. This is somebody that was in your organization as a youth leader. And I zoomed in on Cyril's face here so that you could see his every reaction. Smiling. Is this funny to you? And this is where he stops looking at the TV. Why is he laughing? Oh, so the sweat starts.
The mayor of DJ in PE is a white man. So these people, when you want to hit them hard, go after a white man.
Why does he have that smirk on his face?
Feel a terrible pain because you have touched a white man. Not because Majama and Soli will not be touched. They will be touched, don't worry. But we're starting with this whiteness.
Imagine that, like, Donald Trump is showing you a video about what's happening in your country, and then you look at Donald Trump and you kind of like, no.
You are cutting the throat of whiteness in Ghana.
Smirking, laughing, doesn't look at the TV. So kind of disrespectful. I mean, Trump has told him, I listened to you, I heard everything you said, now please watch this video. And you can see he's not interested in watching the video. Everybody else is watching the video except Cyril Ramaphosa. There's the big one. That's where the reality is starting to set in, because he's starting to do this, and you can see now it's getting serious, because he thought it was going to be maybe a 20-second or 30-second clip. Surprise, surprise.
I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm saying to you, we have not called for the killing of white people, at least for now. I can't guarantee the future.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd understand somebody watching that, especially as it gets shared on Twitter, they freak out. It sounds like a genocidal.
Yeah, that's a former ANC member, former president of South Africa. I bet you in that moment he's thinking, oh, Jacob, why have you done this to me again? As the smiling now stops, Cyril.
Without compensation, whether they like it or not, if they object, they can seek refugee in America.
It's setting in, right?
Now this is very bad. These are burial sites right here. Burial sites. Over 1,000 of white farmers, and those cars are lined up to pay love on a Sunday morning. Each one of those white things you see is a cross.
So the media is hammered down now saying, oh, those aren't burial sites. It's clearly not burial sites. This is to show every single cross there represents somebody that died because of a farm murder. So now the media is hammering on saying, it's not a burial site. It happened on a Saturday. It wasn't on a Sunday. Like, the crux of the matter is that every single cross there represents a farmer being murdered. And remember, this was after Cyril Ramaphosa said that there are no farmers being killed in South Africa. So this is just to pay respects and to show the world what is happening. This protest happened straight after 2 people were brutally murdered on a farm. So this was the point of it, and now mainstream media is trying to rubbish it, saying, oh, this is not true, this is not a burial site. Yes, Donald Trump misspoke, but every single cross in that video represents somebody that lost their life on a farm.
approximately 1,000 of them. They're all white farmers, the family of white farmers. And those cars aren't driving, they're stopped there to pay respects to their family member who was killed. And it's a terrible sight. I've never seen anything like it. Both sides of the road you have crosses.
This looks like that moment where Cyril's about to say, "Oh, I'm shocked."
Those people were all killed.
Have they told you where that is, Mr. President? I'd like to know where that is.
He's literally asking a president of another country, "Can you tell me where that is?" Like he doesn't know where in South Africa this took place. Really? Really?
This I've never seen.
This I've never seen.
Okay.
I mean, it's in South Africa, that's right.
Yeah, that's
We need
right.
to find out.
He said he'll find out. Cyril acting like he's never ever seen that before. Acting all surprised. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was the video that was aired in the White House. And as you could see from Cyril Ramaphosa's response, he was smiling, he was laughing while a member of parliament, Julius Malema, was talking about killing people based on the color of their skin, as well as saying that he's not calling for the slaughtering of white people, at least for now. And then, of course, the crosses along the road that he was displaying there, showing how people were protesting against farm murders and asking the government to step in and do something. And then he goes, "Where is this?" Imagine not knowing what's happening in your own country and you're asking the president that is playing this to you from another country, "Where is this in your own country?" But hey, today the media is celebrating how well Cyril Ramaphosa did, how Donald Trump and his administration got it wrong and the facts wrong, and how it's fake news and misinformation. Yet you can hear the words coming out of a member of parliament's mouth. I mean, News 24 is today saying that, oh, it's fake news because Julius Malema is not in the executive. In the previous article, they said, oh, he's not a representative. I mean, do they constantly get it wrong on purpose? Is it really that evil of them to try and fool people? Because Julius Malema is a member of parliament. That is a representative of the government. And then added to that, he sits on the committee that interviews and nominates judges. And News 24 and everybody else is trying to downplay Julius Malema's role. You heard Cyril and John Steenhuisen say, oh, it's minority parties. You know, how many votes did the EFF get? It's the fourth biggest political party in South Africa. And you've got MK that believes exactly the same thing. And you've got the ANC that is also previously saying, kill the boer, kill the farmer. So I don't understand why mainstream media is consistently trying to downplay what is evil in this country. Because the moment they can get a story about a white person being racist, it's all over the front pages and it's the end of the world. But the moment you have a member of parliament singing songs about killing people for the last 15 years, that's not an issue. It does not make sense. But ladies and gentlemen, here we had another Zelensky moment, and the world is talking about that. Ignore what the South African media has to say. Focus on what the international community has to say, because we know the mainstream media in South Africa will defend Cyril Ramaphosa and the GNU until the end of the earth because they hate Donald Trump and they hate anything to the right of center. So share this video far and wide with everybody you know if you want them to actually know what went down in the White House. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to smash that like button. Please be sure to subscribe. Please share this video far and wide like I asked. Share it on WhatsApp, on your community groups, share it on social media. It'll be greatly appreciated. And lastly, if you support me and my content, then please consider becoming a member. You can do so by clicking the join button below. And that's all I got to say. Till later. Cheers and peace out.
highway massacre. You don't even know me, but everybody see you say highway massacre. Highway massacre.